Morning, welcome back. It's Terry, and welcome back to my outdoor grow space, my orchids. Yesterday was a good day. Finally got in my much anticipated Ecuagenera order. I had pre-ordered back in April or May. No, had to be March or April. I pre-ordered because they were starting to do the shows, starting with Redlands, I believe, all through the summer. I was expecting them to be shipped in May after the Redlands show, but they told me they weren't going to be shipped until July. And then in the meantime, I heard from several people and from online reviews on the Ecuagenera website from people that had customers of theirs that had written reviews recently that were not favorable. So I was not looking forward to this order, as I just thought they were all going to arrive dead, as from all of the reports that I had received from people that had seen what the state of their orchids looked like this time around. But anyway, I received my order, and I will post pictures of the box, how they were packaged. But anyway, I'm just going to go down the list and show it to you. I've already mounted them all up. I'm doing something for the first time this summer. I'm trying to get a lot of my antelopes and even some of the laturias that I have had difficulty growing in the past. I'm putting them all on mounts because the problem that I've had is that their roots, the pseudobulbs, the new growths, have all ended up rotting. I think it's because the roots or the plant is just holding too much moisture, because I do water a lot, and these plants do like a lot of water in the summer when they're actively growing. But there is a fine line between overwatering and underwatering. So I'm going to try, because it seems to have worked with, as I said, this Lasianthera, which I've killed several of them, and this one has seemed to take into this mount. It is producing the roots. It's got a few new growths coming, so it's looking like it's so far so good on that one. So far so good. So I'm trying to do that more. So that will explain some of what I'm doing. So I'll just go and see the first one. The first one is Angraecum florenculum, and I have one of those already in the greenhouse, which is doing okay. It's just doing okay. I have it actually in semi-hydro. I've had it for probably 6 years in the same semi-hydro. It did have some babies at the base, but those babies have since died off. I did notice recently that it does have a new leaf coming out. This is my florenculum, my new one. I got it planted in rock. These are from the Comoros Islands. This is one of the most fragrant of all Angraecums. Does grow in a vining habit, and they do become pendulous as the longer that it gets, and it blooms from along the stem. Pure white star flowers. As I said, very intoxicating, sweet fragrance. This is a bloom-sized plant. They bloom young. And there is another there, so very pleased with that. I have no problem with that. That's actually bigger than the one that I have. Okay. Number 2 is BC and Hamilton, which is a cross between Nodosa, particular clone of Nodosa. I believe it's Remar times Moss times Remar. That's one. I think I used to have that. I don't think I have any nodosas. Well, I have Mickey Mouse. That's what I have. I have Mickey Mouse. But yeah, it's nodosa crossed with Clandii. So the pictures of the flowers that I have seen are a pink-lipped Bresaola-like flower with some darker veining in that lip, and then the petals are dark fuchsia. So very appealing, pleasing looking flower. And so I would say that this is a nice roots. I don't know. Some of them look nice. I should have cut off some more, but you know, I'm just trying to salvage what I can and can trim it up later. But that is the Brassicatlea cross that I received, and Hamilton. Okay, next on the list is BC Chocolate Drop crossed with Encyclia Megalantha. So that's probably, well, I guess it's BC, but I want to say, I bet that's Incadabola. I bet it's something like that. But let me see where I put that one. I mounted that one up as well. Being that it's got chocolate drop in it and it's got an encyclia, it would require a little bit more light. And I'm still acclimating. Like I said, these just showed up yesterday. But this is the plant. That's it. There's an eye, a couple eyes that look like they're, and I just mounted it on this piece of tree fern. Plenty of roots. It's just bare root. But yeah, nice roots. Let's see if I can. Maybe this will be better. But yeah, plenty of roots. Alright, so chocolate drop is the very waxy red, deep red flower. It's got a Cattleya aurantiaca maybe in it. What else? Then crossed with a fragrant encyclia. Okay, that I believe is maybe a tannish color. I'm not quite sure. With a white lip. Hey, Prince. Okay. This next one is one of my favorites that I've been, again, trying to grow. I had a nice one that I thought was nice. It was nice. That got froze when my greenhouse had its issue last fall. I ended up purchasing 2 of those because I wanted to make certain that, you know, I had a backup. This plant is Dendrobium nindi, which is from Australia, Papua. Very big plant. This is the flower. It is an antelope type with a big fleshy lip. That's a bad picture of it. I've seen better. Looks almost like a Sobralia lip. But yeah, it likes it hot, water year round. Comes from the swamps in the rainforest. Grows on trees. So, what I did with them was this is one right here. That is it. And that's the base. And so I just test it to this bare root, where it's going to be receiving all this dappled sun and a little bit more sun in the evening and hot temperatures. That's what I did with that one. And here's the other one that I got. Again, same thing. Just bare root on that piece of wood. Nice roots. That is Dendrobium nindi. Very tall plant. And this is still growing. I tell you, these plants that I just received, they look like they just were cut yesterday. I mean, look how green they are. Did they make it in the plastic? They were in paper when I got them. Gosh, chill. Okay, that's Dendrobium nindi. Can you see why I'm so excited? Okay, the next one is Epidendrum criniferum, and I do have another criniferum that I just got actually from, well, I got it earlier this summer from Colombia. Orchid, whatever it is, imports something. But anyway, this is the one that I got from them, and they usually give me very nice big plants, and I thought that this would be as big as it was going to get. So I ordered one from, well, no, I shouldn't say that. I thought that the one that I was going to order from Ecuagenera, because I had actually ordered the Ecuagenera order before this, would be smaller than this, because these plants are usually twice the size as Ecuageneras, to be quite honest. So this is the one that I got from Ecuagenera criniferum. It is a warm growing, small sized epidendrum, and you can see this one, which came with, that is forming a spike out of the top. This one is doing the same, and it actually might be a little bit further along than the one that I've already had, because if you look really close, you can kind of see inside of the sheath that's forming. But criniferum is a very unique flower, very unique. It's from Ecuador, Peru, Nicaragua, Panama, probably Costa Rica. But the flower is very small, but it is green, chartreuse color, has stripes, and it is known as the hairy epidendrum. It has a hairy, very hairy lip, similar to what Epidendrum ciliare's lip looks like. Very hairy like that, but the petals are spotted, and it is very fragrant as well. So, very nice thing to have, and I'm happy to have it. This one is looking really bad. I brought it in the house because I thought that it was getting too much heat, too much sun, but all reports that I read on this plant, it likes it hot and it likes sun. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it will survive, but you can see the difference. So good thing I got this one, because this one doesn't look so good. Hopefully they both will turn around, or hopefully they both will be healthy and grow to bloom. Okay, then I got something that I have been missing from my collection for many years that I did have. I'm not sure if it was on my very first list of orchids that I wanted, but there's Epidendrum nocturnum, and nocturnum is, I'm not sure where it's from, maybe Mexico. Nocturnum is star-shaped flower on reed stem, canes. Where did I put it? But the fragrance at night, hence the name nocturnum, is very pleasing. It's a very attractive flower, very fleeting flower. The stems can form the sheaths like epidendrums do, similar to like this. And those sheaths can sit there for years, and then all of a sudden it'll just push forth from the sheath. And now I can't locate my nocturnum. Here we go. That was a treasure hunt. Okay, here we go. This is nocturnum and it is mounted on tree fern. Roots are plentiful. There's a few new growths that are on the plant. This looks like this is still growing. So I have it for now. I have it in shade. Might move it out to a little bit more sun right now. When it acclimates, we'll see how it does. Again, like I said, these are from Ecuagenera. Who knows how long they've been in transport from Ecuador to here. Who knows? I mean, the looks of them can be deceiving. And the next one I got is Areopsis biloba, and it's another one that I have tried several times to grow, from seedlings to mature plants. Areopsis biloba is a very pleasing flower. This is what the flower looks like. It says that it likes it in a terrestrial mix, but says it likes it in a terrestrial mix, which would mean some soil mixed in with some sort of material for drainage, which could be peat moss or pieces of tree fern or osmunda fiber, maybe even charcoal. So that's what this thing would want. I ended up mounting it on a piece of wood, so I'm taking my chances. But you know, it's an experiment. Nothing else has worked for me. It's resulted in the same demise as some of my antelopes and the plants that I am starting to put on mounts. They have all failed to successfully grow their new growths healthily, I should say. Most of them rot before they get to maturity, and then that's the demise of the plant. But this plant is the one that I got. It looks very big and healthy, fat roots that definitely green up when they water. Nice new growth. This plant blooms in the fall and the winter time. From the inflorescence comes from the base. No, I'm not sure. Maybe it comes from the top, but I think it comes from the base, kind of like a zygopedilum. But this is Areopsis biloba. Again, a very healthy, nice size. This is my hand. I think that's a very nice size. I mean, you can't go wrong. Can't deny this. Ecuagenera, they put their foot in this order, I tell you. I don't know. I feel special. Okay, so that was Areopsis biloba. All right. Then I got another Gongora illens, another one that has been elusive to me, for me. Same situation. It's always new growths, always rot. And I, in the past, have planted these in sphagnum moss in little air pots because they like the airflow and they like the extra moisture. They like a lot of moisture, in fact. And my Gongora illens is somewhere right here. So this is what I did with this. I do have a little sphagnum down on the mount, trying not to cover the roots up. And this is the latest growth, as you can see. That is just complete. They're just trying to mature or beginning to mature into the pseudobulb. You can see that it's top of it's right there. And I have it closely wrapped close to the mount so that it's flush, so that the new growth will come out and hopefully attach the roots there and maybe go down into the sphagnum if it needs. But hopefully it will get enough airflow to the roots so that it remains not so moist, and the growths stay firm and not mush and not rot. That's my hope. Again, this is an experiment. This is sort of the last option for me on these plants. But Gongora lens is a very nice thing. It's dark red flower. It is fragrant. Pendant, of course, pendant spikes. It's from South America. Okay. Might actually just be from Ecuador. And the last one that I got was Lacartia hercodonta. And I have struggled with Lacartias. I've never gotten one to rebloom. I have one right now in my collection that is a pittance of what it was. Actually, I have two. The one that I just got is right here. This is one of the ones that I had already, which has not done a damn thing. I just remounted it on this piece, took it off of a mount and put it onto another mount because it had not moved, not produced any roots, no growths. Maybe these existing growths have bent up some, I'm not sure. But look at this from Ecuagenera, of all places. Can you really believe this? I can't. And then I started looking closer, and these have bloomed, and maybe will keep blooming because those do look like active inflorescence, kind of like an epidendrum keeps producing from that. And look at this, here's some more. But if regardless of whether it does bloom again or not, and that looks like that does look like it is actively getting ready to produce a flower spike right there. Two of them, in fact. One from the base of that lower one there, and then one here. And it's just mounted. This is how it came, and I'm going to leave it there. Again, this is Lacartia. And the name is not going to, I showed you the name, and I'll post it down in the description. And this video is getting a little long for an Orchid a Day video, but I wanted to show you this Ecuagenera order. And I think that's pretty much it for my Ecuagenera order. So yeah, if you like this video, press the like button and subscribe. And if you all are thinking about Ecuagenera this summer still, I would encourage you because their plants are big. So, at least they are for right now. But, anyway, enjoy your orchids. Bye.